Hello, Father Scott Vanderveer here with a message to you about stewardship during times when we can't gather together as a parish community. So I've got good news and bad news, and they're both the same news. The news is that after having no masses open to the public last week, we counted all of the collection money that we received through e-giving or in the mail, and it was 50% of our normal collection. That is incredible news. Think about that. We normally have over 600 people gathering with us for Mass between the four Masses, and we had half of our collection collected. Half. That's kind of a miracle. But the bad news is the same news. We collected half of what we normally get, half of our budget, and we have no idea how long this will go on. So spiritually, I'm thrilled. Our community took care of its churches. Our community loves these parishes and took excellent care of the needs, considering that no one was able to be here. But half of our budget. Here's what else happened this week. The Palm Sunday palm order arrived. I have a garage full of palms here and a basement full of palms at St. Patrick's. Thousands of palms. The order couldn't be canceled. We ordered way back in the wintertime. What do? We're not even allowed to distribute those palms, but we have to pay the bill. Believe it or not, it's too late to cancel the Easter flower order. Those flowers are grown in fields and in greenhouses far from here. The local florists get them through wholesalers and then sell them to us. We can't cancel the order. They've been grown because we ordered them. We can do something beautiful and creative with them, but those flowers are ours, and so is the bill. And we have a staff that is working harder than ever. Everybody is full tilt, all systems go. But our payroll needs to be paid even though we're only getting half of our collection. So I'm here to talk to you about how you can support your parish community through your stewardship in a time when there are no masses and there is no collection basket being passed. It's important that we talk about this, obviously, because it's essential for the future of the church, but that's not the only reason. It's important because our spiritual health depends on it. Giving is a command from God to all of us to give toward the needs of God's mission in the world. If we don't do it, we will be spiritually out of balance. And that's not just words, that's the truth. That's how we're designed. So let's talk about how you can support your church during this uncertain time. And I start all of this by acknowledging all of us are worried about finances. Every single one of us is facing an uncertain future in some ways, and a lot of our parishioners just found themselves unexpectedly unemployed. So the amount that you give is not what matters. It is simply that you give from your heart. So there are three main ways to give. Before we get started, I want to let you know that we've researched all the ways to give thoroughly, and two of the ways that have come to us through parishioner ideas and our own brainstorming are not possible. Number one, Venmo, the paperless way of paying others, is not possible at this time for nonprofits. There is a chance that will change in the near future, and when it does, we'll let you know. But for now, Venmo won't work. PayPal won't work either. It's possible to use it, but they take a cut of every donation, and we can't justify that considering where the funds are headed. So your three options are, number one, and our first choice, enroll in our e-giving program. You won't believe how easy it is. I'm an e-giver, and I absolutely love it. You can enroll in e-giving in 1 minute. Go to the St. Patrick's Parish homepage, just because we have good control of that page. The diocese runs the St. Mary's page, so both parishioners from both parishes can go to the St. Patrick's homepage. When you go there, there's a button that says Forms to Enroll in E-Giving. Just click on that, and then you'll see a bunch of fields. You can fill them out in 1 minute. You only need to go there with one thing. The account number of the account you wish to draw from, checking or savings, it doesn't matter, and the bank's routing number, your bank's routing number. If you place those two numbers in the fields with all of the rest of your information, and you tell us how much you'd like to give, your choice, not ours, and if you tell us how often you would like us to draw that amount, you're probably assuming that it would be weekly, and that's true, but with e-giving, you can decide if you want to do it every 2 weeks. Maybe it would coincide with your paycheck. Or maybe you want to do it once a month. I get paid monthly, maybe you do too. You can even choose to do it quarterly, a larger gift 4 times a year. That's my choice. It's just easier for me to budget that way. So once you decide, you submit the form, and then our business manager, Lisa Musili, will get in contact with you in person just to confirm, as a service, to put your mind at ease, to make sure that the amount you chose and all of the selections that you made are exactly what you want. We then process your e-giving through the National Bank of Coxsackie. They created this program from scratch for our 2 parishes, and they charge no fees. It is personally overseen by the senior vice president at that bank, Mark Moraglio, who is a parishioner at St. Mary's and is a Eucharistic minister at the 4:30 Mass at St. Patrick's in Ravenna. You will have excellent customer service, both from the parish, but also from the bank. It's foolproof. If a mistake were to happen, it'll be fixed immediately. Everyone is working together to make sure of that. It is without any service charges, completely free, and totally safe. It is an amazing gift that we have that. So, if that is your choice, that would help us tremendously. Then we can use your e-giving amount to budget. Then you don't have to remember to ever have cash at Mass again. You don't have to send a check. There's no stamps. And the reason we prefer that right now, especially, there's absolutely no chance of transmitting any infection. It's done automatically. So that's why e-giving is our #1 choice. And if you would consider that, we would greatly appreciate it. However, some people don't wish to do that for a number of reasons. There's another electronic option. Instead of having us pull the money from your bank account, you could instead push the money to us. If you choose that, you set it up through your own bank through online bill pay. Many people choose to do that, to have their bills paid automatically. And you would decide what the bill was from our parish. You would decide, this is how much I want to give, and so I will give that amount by setting up a reoccurring payment. If you do that, you have to call your bank customer service office, and they'll help you do it. Or if you are already used to online banking, you can choose from the online banking menu and set it up manually yourself. The reason that's not our first choice is simple. It's because we can't help you with that. That would require you to always go through your bank customer service for questions. We don't have the help of a parishioner who's a senior vice president of a bank to oversee that. But that's fine. That's fine. If you prefer to do that online bill pay through your bank, that's great. That will help us just as much, and we're grateful. Maybe you don't want to do either of those options. And your question is, why can't I just send my envelope to the office? Why can't I just deliver it? I'll bring it in myself. I'll slide it under the door. I'll put it in the mailbox. The good news is you can. You can. We will get it. We empty the mail every day, and we will get your donation, and we will gratefully receive it and process it. The reason why that is not our first choice is because physicians tell us that the virus can live for some time on paper. And it is possible that we could have contamination by bringing that into the rectory office. Now, there is a slight chance of that, so I don't want you to be afraid. But it does mean also that because our staff is not allowed in the office and is working from home, we have to just put it in the safe and let it build up. We're not making deposits every day. And diocesan rules require us to have more than one counter in the room whenever money is counted, which puts everybody at risk. That's why we prefer that you choose a paperless option, especially right now. If you choose to cancel e-giving, you can do it later. You can also arrange later to adjust the amount. In fact, you can adjust the amount anytime. Our business manager would be happy to adjust your account, if possible, within the very week that you call. So, e-giving, great. Online bill pay, great. And if you'd rather deliver your check or cash donation in an envelope in the mail, we'll accept that too. We thank you for giving us so much of our expected collection this week without even being here. Your faith, your devotion is incredible. But the good news and the bad news are the same news. So help us turn that into wonderful news by showing everybody exactly what these communities are capable of. I am praying for you, for your family's safety, and for the future of our parishes. And I thank you for giving me some time to talk to you today.